Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to take a look inside one of the newest games I got, and I actually picked this up at the GMT West weekend at the warehouse a few months back, and I'm going to have to blame Mike Bernicelli for this game. I didn't think it would be a game that I would buy, but after playing it, especially with a group of people, it's just so much fun. And this game is called Thunder Alley. It's about NASCAR racing. Jeff and Carla Hoger, and I hope I got your name right, games. It's put out by GMT, and it was just so much fun that I had to get this game. And so I picked it up while I was there to bring it home to have my family play, because this is a good family game to sit around the table and just try to, outrace everybody else. So let's take a look inside and see what's included in Thunder Alley by GMT. All right, so here's Thunder Alley. It's kind of second printing here, and it's kind of a heavy box, 3-inch wide box. And on the back, it gives you a little preview of what you're going to get. You get some cards for doing your races. You have a couple tracks, I believe, in there. We'll check it out in a minute. And game, you have 2 game boards, 22 by 34 inches, double-sided, so you end up with 4 tracks all total. 7 playing mats, team cars, heavy card stock, those are. 26 event cards, 84 racing cards, 2 counter sheets with the different size counters and the damage counters and the car counters, and 42 car counters, 56 5/8 counters, and 80 half-inch counters. So those are the generally ones that you put on the car when you have some problems. Complexity is medium for 2 to 7 players, 14 and up. Playing time 60 to 90 minutes. If you have people that know what they're doing, you're going to be well within that range. So let's open it up. Okay, so the first thing you have is rules of play, and this is a medium level game. So you have overview, setup. You go on down pit stops, ending the race, winning, optional rules, season rules, and race card list. So basically you're looking at about 11 pages of rules. Then you have additional stuff, credits, index, glossary on the last bunch of pages. It's a 4-color printed, has some examples here, images and examples and the descriptions, and relatively a lot of examples, a lot of picture examples to help you guide you through the learning, which is not really too difficult. I just had the one gentleman explain it to all of us, and we just started playing, and you pick up on it really, really quickly. By a couple turns, you're into it and know exactly what's going on. So that's the rules of play. We have our cars here, and I love this mechanic, this game mechanic, because you have the one side of the cards are flipped up here. Those are the ones that you haven't moved yet, because you end up with a bunch of different race cars that are on your team that you're moving around the track. Once you make a move on them, you flip them on over to the black side, and that shows that those cars have moved, so you can't move them again. So it's a great game mechanic. Then we have our Thunder Alley game markers and damage counters here, and leader. And then we have larger damage counters, which these ones hurt more than the smaller ones most of the time. And then we have the different placements here at the end of the race, which you score victory points for. And even though you might come in second or third place with your car, your team could take the overall title. Here are the mats for each player for their cars, and you keep track of all of your cars' temporary damage and permanent damage. And these are the numbers here, and you go throughout the race. As you get damaged, it slows down the car. You come in for a pit stop, repair the temporary damages. The permanent damages, not so much. So, but you have them for each team. You can see here, and these are single-sided, and you just have these cards in front of you so that you know which one you're racing with. We have our playing mats here, and we'll get to them in a second. 1 and 2 here. And down at the bottom here we have some baggies. And we have some playing cards. Now these were all wrapped up. I I did look at them, so you know, that was bad on me. But you have the event card deck, and you have the race card deck. And the race card deck are the ones that you hold as you place these to make your movements on the car around the track. And the event decks are just different issues that happen during the race. So they can be unexpected, blown engine, you could have a collision, fuel miscalculation, a lot of different things that could be played for the event card. Okay, try to get these all in here if I can, but we have our event cards that go here. We have our sequence of play over here. This is your racetrack that you're following around with everybody. You have so many laps that you do, so many turns. Speed penalties here, link, forward movement, and lateral movement. Tells you what the costs are for all of these up here. And this is the one track. And on the other side, we have a little different layout. And you can see that these are relatively thick mats. And they have a nice sheen to them, textured surface here. But we have our event cards, our race cars here. Cards, speed penalty, and again, link movements and lateral movements. And then we have our sequence of play up here on each side, always has sequence of play. And then we have our racetrack right down here. Okay, so our third track here is an oval. And again, we have our places for our cards here. And we have our sequence of play, and then our movements and speed penalties. And just a lot of different starting positions here as you line up and you roll for those. And you could change lanes as you're going around the track. That costs you a certain amount of movements. But yeah, you get 4 different tracks. This is the third one. Let's take a look at the fourth one. And this one here is just a straight oval. Again, cards in the center. Sequence of play up here at the top. Cost of movement, speed penalties. So between the cards and this, you go back to the rules very little, and especially if you have somebody that you're playing against that knows the rules, it makes it so much quicker. You do have the lap counter up here, which I think all of them had. I didn't point that out on the other ones. But yeah, a good variety of tracks just within this one. I think you can buy other expansion tracks too if you want to. Okay, so that was my quick look inside the box of Thunder Alley, which, like I said, was a game that personally I did not think I would purchase, but after playing, I just got to say it was just so much fun that you just had to get it. And I think if you would purchase this game, try it out the first time that you play it, you'd be bringing this to the table quite often. A lot of fun, especially with a group of people that can, banter back and forth. It's just a blast. So thanks for watching the box opening of Thunder Alley by GMT Games. And please do give the video a like, that helps, and subscribe if you want to see more content. And I'm hoping that you're going to be around for the next one. Thanks for watching this one.